Welcome, 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 welcome in. This is my Friday live free reading session. My name is Teresa, but today I've decided to be a flower. I am Rose. And if you would like a reading tonight, you can go ahead and say hello in the chat. Let me acknowledge you and give me your question, and I'd be happy to do a reading for you. I do want to remind you that these readings are free, but if you feel like giving me a little tip via Venmo or CashApp, I would really appreciate it. It helps me to buy more tarot decks and supports my channel. It is Friday night, and the day Friday is ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty and love and romance. So, Friday is a particularly good day for a date, especially a first date. It's great for new relationships, whereas Saturday, which is ruled by Saturn, is a better day for more established relationships to go out and have a good time. But as I stated earlier, it's not just about romance, it's also about the things that you love, the things that bring you pleasure, sensual pleasures in particular. So for me, one of the things that brings me a lot of pleasure, besides reading tarot for people, is gardening. So gardening for me would be a Venusian pleasure. If you know your astrology, you might want to look into where Venus is in your chart. That can show you what area of your life you experience the Venusian energy. It also will show you how you express that. For example, my Venus is in my fifth house and it's in Aries. So I like to play games. I'm very playful and I'm kind of a childlike innocence. I enjoy that kind of thing. Things that are innocent and pure. With that Aries and Venus, though, it does make me tend to rush in where angels fear to tread sometimes, especially when it comes to romance. I may jump on over the weekend, but the next time I will be here for sure will be Monday. I've settled in on having visiting here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You should be able to find me here around the same time. I haven't quite settled on the right time of day, But for me, it's around 8 p.m. Central Time. So sometime between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. is probably when I'll be starting my videos, or my lives rather, my time, Central Time. But if you subscribe and turn on the bell icon, you can know when I come on at other times. Maybe I might try it during the day or on the weekends. You just never know. I have just recently started doing these live tarot offerings, although I've been reading tarot professionally for almost 30 years now, mostly in person, like at shops and fairs. Um, but a very good friend of mine, well, a recent friend of mine, she's a good friend, I haven't known her too long, does live readings on here. She goes by Starry Eyed Tarot, and she encouraged me and gave me advice to go ahead and start doing my own live readings. And that is what brought me here today. And I'm really glad she did because Spirit has really been guiding me towards this idea that I need to share my gift with others again. I've been kind of playing the hermit for the last year or so, and Spirit has been telling me it's time to come back out into the real world and help other people. there. How are you? How's it going? Oh, it's been a good day. We're under the heat dome, so it's really, really hot. But we had a huge thunderstorm earlier this afternoon. Listen to the cicadas singing and just chilling. You doing anything fun tonight? I think, didn't you already ask that question? Seems like you asked that question like a couple days ago. Someone, maybe it wasn't you, someone asked about August and September, or which is rather specific. The reason I'm asking is it's never a good idea to keep asking the same question over and over again. It's kind of like when you want something, you keep asking your parents and annoying them over and over again. So your parents finally like just say, "Go away." But we can certainly ask that question if it's new for you. Okay. Sometimes people keep asking the same question over and over again. I guess getting different, hoping for a different answer. Usually, they get different versions of the same answer, and then, like I said, it's like annoying your parents. Sooner or later, the spirit just starts giving you gobbledygook, just like cards, just random cards that make no sense. I'm ready when you are. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Is JS going to be moving from where he is currently in the near future? When you say based, that makes me think that maybe like your company might move you. Is JS going to be moving from his current location anytime soon? Is an actually a yes or no question, JS. So how about we ask this? Because we don't, tarot doesn't really do yes or no. Let me think about what's another way to put it. How can we phrase this in a different way? How about just what can you tell us about JS's future location? And hopefully the cards will indicate whether it's the one you're in now or in a new one. Just give us whatever information, any kind of guidance that might be helpful with JS's question. Let's see what we get here. So the first card that comes out is the Four of Cups. The second card that comes out is the Seven of Cups. JS, why are you so bored? And the third card that comes out is the Three of Wands. JS, I think that you're going to be sticking where you are for now. Well, I take that back now. Actually, I think about it. Yeah, because the Three of Wands upright would mean that would kind of indicate that you are going to be moving somewhere. But the fact that it's reversed means that there's some other things that have to happen first. The Four of Cups, we've got someone who's kind of like bored with the situation. They want some action. They want things to happen. Things just aren't as exciting as they'd like it to be. And then with the Seven of Cups, one interpretation of Seven Cups is like, oh, there's not enough going on here. There's not enough action. There's not enough excitement. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that thing, but you can't do it all, right? But unfortunately, I think that right now you're kind of going to be where you are for a while. Are you unhappy with a certain situation? Would you say you're unhappy? Would that be a fair thing to say? Or I would also say, would you say you're an impatient person, like you want things to be? Yeah, I was gonna say, so would you say that like you're kind of like a go-getter, like you don't like things taking a long time, you don't like standing still? Would you say that's a fair assessment? I don't know what your sign is, but these kind of qualities are kind of common with people who have strong Aries or Gemini placements in their charts. Yeah, that's a very Capricorny thing to like results. Well, the reason I asked is because the card at the bottom of the deck, which is kind of like the hidden thing, the unacknowledged thing that might be going on inside of you is unhappiness. So we've got the Three of Swords. So I think that the thing to remember about this card is that this is a powerful opportunity to learn something. And maybe in your case, to learn to tolerate boredom. I like results too. I know that you're really trying, if I remember correctly, um, you're trying to get a new idea, a new business off the ground. And are you waiting for partners, like some people that you need to talk to, or you're needing to get back to? Is that you that I was thinking of? Yeah. I will say that, when we look at the Three of Swords, we're looking at manifestation through suffering. So, what you're manifesting, it could be like growth, like personal growth or relationships, but there is a certain amount of suffering involved, there's a certain amount of sacrifice involved. So, I would maybe meditate on that. What am I learning through this kind of energy that I'm not really liking right now, this lack of results? But to answer your question, I don't think you're going to be going anywhere anytime soon. That doesn't mean, you know what? This just came to mind. Maybe you'll do it, maybe you won't. What you might want to consider doing is, and I've done this, is how on Google Maps you can actually zoom in. You can pick a city anywhere in the world, and you can zoom in and be at the street level of that city and kind of wander around. You might want to put your, if you have a particular place in mind, use Google Maps as a manifestation thing. Hey, MG Fresh, use it as a manifestation tool and pick the city that you'd like to be in and go down there on street level and check it out. It's not like being there, but it certainly is a step in the right direction. Thanks, JS. Thanks for coming back. MG, what's your question today? All right. Hope to hear some good news soon, JS. MG, how you doing? Are you thinking, MG? What's going on with you? Oh my goodness. When will my breakthrough in career be coming soon? When will it be coming? Well, I don't know if we'll be able to do timing readings with a 3-card spread, but what I can do is a present, past, future, and that might give you some indication about when it will be coming through. So let's do with MG. What is, what's going on with MG that would indicate to them when their breakthrough in career is going to come? Let's see. Give us some guidance about when MG can expect a breakthrough in their career. All right. MG, did you apply for a job? Am I remembering you correctly? Let's see what we got here. So we'll do a present, past, or past, present, future on this. So the past is the 7 of Wands. Oh, okay. The present, the 9 of Swords. It's making you nervous right now, huh? And the future is the 7 of Coins. Very good outcome card with the 7 of Coins in your future. That means that the things that you've been nurturing, the way that you've been applying yourself is going to bear fruit. I'm not really getting a clear, and I didn't expect to, a clear indication of when that is. However, I would say that looks like you're having some maybe some anxiety or some concern about, or some sense of urgency about, let's get this crazy train going, with the 9 of Swords here upright. And also that you, I wonder, I don't know if I remember that. And it's the competition. You kind of broke through all the competition in the past too, because you've got the 7 of Wands reversed, and and the fact that it's reversed means that you've kind of like conquered whatever it was that was standing in your way. You're still having a lot of, so that was like something you did, as if you have fiery energy, but you are still having some mental anguish about, when is this going to happen? And I just want to reassure you that it is going to happen because of the efforts that you put forth. So try not to worry too much about it. You have the 2 of Coins on the bottom, which tells me that I feel like pretty soon, probably in the fall, you'll be getting a choice to make. There will be a choice to make. And the reason why I say fall is because of the pentacles. The pentacles are more aligned with the fall than they are with the summer. So I hope that helps with that. 7 of Coins, month 7, July. Yeah. Good connection. I didn't think of it that way. And the fact that it's reversed, I would say, looking at it from that point of view, I would say it's after July. It's like July is closed off. We're almost done with it after July. But I would say probably the fall. And my intuition saying like maybe September as opposed to October, November. MG, I hope that was helpful. It was good to see you again. I like what I see for your future. Yeah, I think it's definitely the fall, possibly 2 months. I would definitely interpret it that way. Yeah, I like that interpretation. You did have 2 sevens there. Well, you'll have to come back and let me know when this happens, though. Okay, let me know how it goes. So 2 months would be September. So that kind of aligns with what I'm intuitively picking up. You're welcome, MG. Thanks for coming by again. The queue is open. Hey there. My exams will be in August 2025. Can you tell me how it will be of BDS first year exam? Okay. Is it Bavia? Bafia? I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right. Bavia would like to know what they need to know about their exams that are coming up in August. August is a very significant month for them because they've got some exams coming up and they'd like to have some information on that. That would be helpful to them. So I'm being prompted to ask you, do you meditate? I'm getting a sensation of very much a quieting of the body and mind sensation. And I'm getting this sense of to ask you about meditation. So I'm trying to report everything that I'm experiencing besides the cards as we go through them. Let's see what we got here. So we have the Five of Swords, followed by the Queen of Swords reversed, and finally the Two of Wands. I think that you're going to be, I'm going to encourage you to do your best to study and be prepared in every way that you can be. And that includes spiritually and emotionally, not just mentally. You do have swords here, which indicates mental challenges. So I'm going to say that the Queen of Swords, she's reversed in this one. So you might have some challenges mentally, like feeling impatient, feeling irritation and frustration and anger as we approach the exams. I think that's probably why I was prompted to ask you about meditation. However, I will say at the end you have the Two of Wands. So that's a very favorable card about exams. That means that you will be on your A game and you will do well according to how you've prepared. I also have the most encouraging card of all is that on the bottom of the card deck we have the World. So the World card is like getting that, well, literally getting the whole world, having the world in your hands. So I think that you're going to have a positive outcome with the exam that's going to open up opportunities for you. I hope that's helpful. So I'm going to say it again because it keeps being stressed to me over and over again. Um, Quiet your mind, my friend. You need to quiet your mind so that you can deal with the kinds of negative feelings that you'll be experiencing as you approach the exam. And it should be successful. It should open doors for you. Good, I hope so. Good luck. Come back and let me know how it went. Hi, Julie. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you were able to stop by. You want to do a quick little free reading while you're here? Thank you, hon. I'll see you next time, okay? Not you, Julie. I'm talking about Bhavya right now. You want to do a quick little reading, Julie? Is your other pod mate here? All right. Do you have a question, Julie, or shall we just kind of cast it to the wind and see what happens? Julie, you're so sweet. I think I'm pretty much settled on doing readings Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, at least the free ones. Will I see Nandhini in person again? What an interesting name. Well, Julie wants to know if they're going to see this very special person again. How about we say what will happen when you see them again? Because I think you will see them again. Let's see. Let's see if Julie's going to have another connection with this special person. Nandani. Is it Nandani or Nandani? Interesting name. Will Julie see them again? That's the thing we want to know. What's the vibe of seeing them again? Let's see. So the first card is the Star. Oh, that's a great one. And the Hermit reversed, also a good indication that you will see them again. And finally, the King of Wands. Is this lovely person, do you know what sign they are? Because this is not an indication of gender or sex. It's just an indication of the energy of the person. Non. I love non bread. I would say you're most definitely going to see them again. And fairly soon, based on the fact that the King of Wands, that fiery energy is there. And then on the bottom, we have the Nine of Wands. Do the words fight your own battles mean something? Oh, they are a fire sign. Okay. I think with the Sagittarius, yeah, for sure you're going to see them fairly soon. Now you get keep in mind Sagittarius are like going 10 different directions at once sometimes. So if they don't if they don't respond to you right away or something like that, don't take it the wrong way. Okay? But you got the Star, which is good, very hopeful, and you've got the Hermit reverse, which is like coming out of being alone and spending time alone. And then you have this lovely King of Wands, which I'm sure is this person that you've met. So I'd say, yeah, I say you are going to see them. Julie, thank you so much. Rebecca, you're certainly welcome to get a reading. Rebecca, if you'll just let me know what your question is. Julie, I'm so glad to see you again. I hope you come back soon. You're welcome. Yes, Rebecca, I am ready for you when you're ready for me. Just let me know what your question is. Just a general, absolutely. Becca would like just like some general information. Give her some information that would be enlightening, helpful, or healing to her. Hi, Carrie-Ann. Carrie-Ann, I will be right with you. I've just started Rebecca's reading, and as soon as I'm ready for yours, I will let you know if you want to hang tight. Please give us something that's enlightening, useful, and healing to Rebecca. We just want a general vibe. Here we go. Here we go. So here's our first card. It's the Eight of Swords. The second one is the Emperor. And the third one is the Five of Wands. My dear friend, you have a task before you, and that task is to conquer your fears, conquer the things that are holding you back. When we look at the Eight of Swords, excuse me, I think I said five, I misspoke. When we look at the Eight of Swords, we see a person who is bound and gagged. They're bound and they're also blindfolded, and they're surrounded by these very sharp swords. And whenever we see this card, we see someone who is trapped in some way. Oftentimes it's a self-inflicted, not always, but oftentimes, or if it's self-inflicted, sometimes it's a result of what others have done to them. But the thing to always look at with the Eight of Swords is that her feet are unbound. So she does have a way to walk out of this situation. Please remember that. With the Emperor in the center, this is definitely about the person who has got their bleepity bleep together, that they know who they are and they know what their worth is and they know what they want. And so I think that you're moving out of that. You need to continue to move out of that. And then your final card is the Five of Wands. There are going to be people in your life that are going to be coming up, if they're not already there, who are going to challenge you, that are going to make you uncomfortable. But keep in mind that they are there to sharpen you and make you a better person, whether they know it or not. And at the bottom of the deck, I see another indication of just kind of a lot of self-doubt and a lot of anxiety that's causing you trouble. I want you to know that you are a capable person, and you have the potential to get more powerful and more of a sense of who you are. As things are coming at you, just remember they're iron sharpening iron, okay? All right, I hope that was helpful to you, Rebecca. That's amazing, really. It literally means bound and tied. How interesting. I didn't know that, Rebecca. Thanks for coming in. Okay. So I'm ready for my next reading, which was a Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann, you wanted to know, will Nixon and I reconcile? Will he unblock me or contact me soon? Does he still have feelings for me? Okay, so that's 3 questions. Can you kind of distill that down into one question, please? Can you kind of distill that down to one thing? Carrie wants to know about her relationship with Nixon. Nixon has blocked her, and she wants to know if that's going to change. Carrie, maybe we just ask if the relationship with Nixon is going to change, or how is it going to change? There we go. So let's see what's happening between Nixon and Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann and Nixon have a relationship, and Carrie Ann would like to know what is going to be happening with Nixon herself. Let's see what the cards have to say about that. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. We have the Four of Cups reversed. And we have Death, not Death. And we have the Five of Cups reversed. I think that with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, things are going to pretty much stay the same between you and he at the moment. There is a level of dissatisfaction going on here. I'm not sure at what level it is, but with the Four of Cups reversed, there's definitely a not appreciating, it's focusing on what you don't have rather than appreciating what you do have. I think that's really important for you, or possibly for them, that you need to focus on the future and what you have right now rather than the past and what isn't anymore. And then with the final card, the Five of Cups, this is someone who is suffering a loss, but the loss is probably not as bad as it may feel right now. Which what that tells me is that this person was not the best thing for you. Okay, they were holding you back. I mean, when we look at the Queen of Wands in the bottom of the deck, you're this beautiful, charismatic person that a lot of people really like, and you don't want to chain yourself to someone who can't appreciate what they have. I hope that helps. Is that helpful? I hope that's helpful. I feel bad as I laugh. I feel bad. I don't even know you. I just want you to be encouraged by the fact that you have a lot. You have a lot on the horizon that's going to be better for you in the long run. So let it go for now, okay? Let it go. Let it go and be what it is. Who knows? Maybe it'll come back around again. I can't predict the future, but I can tell you right now, you need to let it go. All right, Carrie Ann, you take care. You're welcome, Carrie Ann. I am on fire. It must be because I have good company. It's so funny. Sophie, who's the lady that kind of mentored me, told me that usually the first hour is very slow, and it really is. I mean, you sit and do pretty much nothing for the first hour, and then people start coming in. I enjoy it, and I appreciate you being my cheerleader. How's your sister, Julie? How's the house situation? Well, I mean, it's not purely altruistic. I mean, I would like to eventually um, be able to make this. Yes, it is one question, Carrie Ann, but if you would like to do another question, you can certainly. I don't think I put it in here, but my 5 card readings are $8. If you want to send me $8 in Venmo or Cash App, then we can do another reading. My Venmo and Cash App are scrolling across the screen right now, and it's also on Nightbot just above you. Okay, you're welcome, Carrie Ann. Well, I know that you said that you felt very isolated up there where you are at your dad's house. I hope that that's turning around for you. You're meeting people, getting more comfortable. Okay, see you later, Julie. Have a good evening. Say hello to your sister. Thank you. If you're just coming in, we're in starting hour 2 of my free tarot reading this Friday evening. If you have a question you'd like to ask, please go ahead and post it in the chat and I'll get right to it. The queue line is open. The queue line is open. If you are interested in getting a free reading tonight, please go ahead and post your question in the chat. The queue is open. If anyone would like a reading, just go ahead and jump right in and write your question in the chat. Coming up on the 90-minute mark of free tarot readings this Friday evening. I'm back. Had to go check the plumbing. All right, we've hit the 90-minute mark. Looks like things have slowed down a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and say good night for the evening. I'll be back on again with free readings on Monday. I work Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Central Time. This is for my free readings. I also come on other times where I do paid readings. I hope that you have a great weekend. Maybe I'll see you if I decide to pop on Saturday or Sunday. If not, have a great weekend, and I hope to see you next week.